Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for May 2023. I hope these messages find you well. I hope this guidance offers you insight into the month ahead. Remember, these energies, this guidance is here to help you tap into your own intuition and make your own mind and decisions about situations in your life. I would love these messages to guide you. But I would love it even more if you use your intuition, if it guides you to use your intuition, to trust your intuition. Let's get started. Sagittarius, we have your overall energy for the month of May. We have when fretful times come, and we have the blessing and the banishing candle. I like these energies together. I think they're beautiful. We have a subtle change brings profound transformation. And we have love and romance are all around you. I'm really struck as well, I'll hold them up for you when I get to them, but both the women on this card look very, very similar. So I feel this is really, it speaks of you, like the one person. It's not all these people around you. We have Judgment, the Magician, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Wands. And I love this because this is the 4-week breakdown, and I feel this is how Spirit starts the month for you, because I feel like you start May, you might even be finishing April a little bit fretful. When we fret, it's driven by fear. It's worry. And we're reminded that our life fluctuates. So we all go through times of fretting, of being worried, of being afraid, of wondering how are things going to work out. And I love the image on this card, because she's having a cup of tea with her cat, and there's this gorgeous moonlight that just illuminates everything. And I feel, Sagittarius, if you're willing, there's light guiding you. And Spirit's actually said to me, it's not just guiding you, there's just light. So that tells me one or two things. That tells me that there's light at the end of your tunnel. But that also tells me that it could be this fretting could come from a place of thought. Because when we look at this card, the image on it almost doesn't reflect the words. You know, if we take the words away and just look at the image, if we could write here rest and contemplation, moments of peace, loving yourself, nurture yourself. You know, I feel that those words kind of with the cards, you know, if this card was just an image and had no words, I would view it as very calm, very beautiful energy, soulful almost, but there's a sense of nurturing and love and calm. And then the words, when fretful times come, it's almost like embrace your inner calm. Find your inner calm. Allow Allow the fretful times to come. That's, oh, my brain kind of popped then. I don't know about you, Sagittarius, but my brain literally kind of went, ooh. It's not easy to ease into fearful times, worrying times. And I'm really being drawn to, does your outer world reflect your inner world? Generally it does. So our inner world creates our outer world. So does our outer world reflect our inner world? So if you're going through difficulty or uncertainty or fear, and it's outside situations, doubts, the unknown, you know, our fears are sometimes warranted. I'm so sorry, Sagittarius, I had to stop the reading. One of the cats that I'm looking after for a friend, who by the way is a Sagittarius, was having a bit of a nightmare, so I had to go up and he was, I don't know if you'll be able to hear the meowing in the reading, but I just wanted to go and just check on him and make sure he was okay. But yeah, he just dreams, and as he dreams sometimes he meows, which is it's truly beautiful. He's such a beautiful, gentle soul. But I just like to go and reassure him and give him a little pat and a hug. So I was saying, does, you know, the inner world and the outer world, they resonate, they reflect each other, they mirror each other. The blessing and the banishing candle. And you know, I love this card with this card and with what we've just spoken about. Sagittarius, it's I was going to say, which one are you feeding? Are you lighting the blessing candle, or are you lighting the banishing candle? And I was really going to say, which one are you feeding? And Spirit kind of said no. Both need to be lit. And there's this sense of, when you light the blessing candle, it's almost, there's a sense of the banishing candle will also be lit. When you can sit in this space of calm, when there's uncertainty all around you, the banishing candle also gets lit, so the fear dissipates. Or it doesn't dissipate, but you see it for what it is. You see it as the fear of the unknown. You see it as the fear of whatever you might be facing. It might not be fear, it could just be worry. Whatever this means for you, when I say the word fretful, I think of worry and fear. Spirit's saying to me to ask you, what do you think of? If you hear the word fretful, what does that make you think of? That's your emotion. That's your, that's the energy that you'll be sitting with and trying to nurture and love yourself through it. Because there's a sense that there's a blessing in here, and there's a sense of something being removed. So it's almost like it's going to either show you how resilient you are, how resourceful you are, how calm you can be, your strength, your courage. It's going to show you an aspect of yourself that you might not have seen before, or maybe that you didn't acknowledge. It might show you how actually worried you are, how actually fearful you might be, or whatever this fretful means to you, Sagittarius. Apply it wherever and however it fits. And it doesn't mean that suddenly the difficulty in your life is just going to disappear. But I feel it banishes all the emotion that's attached to it, and therefore you find better solutions. You find better options. You gain clarity. When we worry, we never come up with solutions. And it's almost like when we're busy doing something else, that something will pop into our head and we'll be like, oh, of course, why didn't I think of that earlier? I love how on this image, the blessing and the banishing candle is just one. And I feel that's what blessing does. That's what gratitude does. It releases. So it's almost like when you light the feeling of blessing, being blessed, the feeling of gratitude, you banish the fear or whatever you are fretful of. You release. And the lady in this image is depicted as old. Look at this, young and old. And I feel you gain wisdom. You gain wisdom. You see things maybe as you've never seen them before. I feel, Sagittarius, now is not a time to fight or rush. A subtle change brings profound transformation. My body, mind, and soul resonate with well-being. Especially next to, because this is an overall energy and I feel it's so strong in your reading. I feel everything comes back to this card, even the other overall energy. It's all centered on this one. And there is a sense of body, mind, and soul resonating with well-being here. That's spirit telling you, Sagittarius, you're okay. You're really okay. I'm really drawn to her wings. It's almost like this is a challenge that will give you your wings. This is a challenge that sets you free in some way. So when fretful times come, that situation, there's even butterflies at the top of this card. It brings you transformation, but I feel like it's like transformation in the ability to fly. Like it gives you wings. And I'm just noticing all the butterflies on her dress as well. The caterpillar's gone. Now this can be an old lifestyle, an old perception, people, mindsets. However this applies to you in your life. But I feel that what you're learning from this time, this moment, because I don't think, like, this is your overall energy for the month, but I don't feel that it permeates through the month. Like, sometimes I think the overall energy permeates. I think this overall energy permeates more. Blessings and banishing, gratitude and releasing. I feel the gratitude and the releasing permeates through the whole reading. I think this is an instant. I think this is a situation. And that sets this going. It sets the gratitude and the releasing. That energy permeates through. This is the catalyst. This is the thing that starts it all. Because you're okay. And a subtle change brings profound transformation. This is the change. It's this moment. It's this conversation. It's this, whatever it could be for you, Sagittarius. I don't want to give too many examples, because then I don't want you to feel that you're locked into one of those. No, these are just examples, so you can you get a bit of a story of the meaning, because sometimes I find words so lacking. So a story or an example can be so much more telling. But you take this as it resonates with you. But a subtle change brings profound transformation. And the card confirms my body, mind and soul resonate with well-being. You are okay, Sagittarius. You are fine. This situation, whatever this fretful time is, or fretful thing, it has no longevity over you. It's not going to wear you down. I think it just brings something to light. Look at this moon. It just brings something to light. Love and romance are all around you. I love and appreciate myself. Another confirmation that you're fine. And these women look so, I mean, look at these women. They look so similar. This is you. And this is Spirit saying, you're good. You're okay. You're whole. You're well. I also feel it saying, Sagittarius, there's nothing about yourself that you need to change. There might be things that you need to embrace. There might be things that you need to let go of. But you yourself are whole. Don't allow a situation to cause you to doubt yourself. Don't allow a moment in time. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit's saying there is a shift that is required of you. There is a shift that is needed. But that's in a sense of perception, or your ideals, the way you might have been thinking about something. So there is a shift and a release that needs to happen, but it's not because you've done something wrong. It's not because, it's almost like you're not being punished. I actually feel quite the contrary. You're actually going to be rewarded. It's not rewarded, even Spirit saying it's not a reward, but it's almost like there's something transformational. There's something deep that shifts in you. And I feel it's because of this situation, and because you find gratitude in it. You find a lesson in it. and you find release. Maybe you're letting go of judgment. But Spirit doesn't want you to allow this situation to make you judge yourself. There might be an aspect of yourself that needs to change, or that you need to become aware of. Yes. But it's nothing that you need to beat yourself up about, because you are whole, you are well. This has come in to shine a light, to make you go, oh, okay, I see that. Yep, okay, that's good. With the knowledge that you gained from this, if you went back, you wouldn't do it the same way. But you know what? And that situation doesn't need to be done any different. I feel there's future situations coming that this lesson, this situation, will enable you to act differently. Love and romance are all around you. I love and appreciate myself. It's an interesting energy, Sagittarius, because we have the Judgment card, and this is the universe. How the part the universe plays in co-creating with us, and you've got Judgment. Spirit doesn't want you to sit in judgment of yourself, but it does want you to see yourself. It does want you to be honest with yourself, because it wants to move you forward. And maybe this situation is the catalyst that does that. It almost removes the blocks. Whatever that block is for you. But it does, I feel it does require a certain amount of honesty. Putting all the information in front of you. I'm looking at judgment. I know it's not the same as justice, but I'm seeing the judgment as in, like, you know, when we pass judgment, we should really make sure we've got all the facts in front of us. We should see everything from every perspective possible, which is virtually impossible, and that's why we shouldn't pass judgment. But there's a broadening of perception here. Your perspective on things is broadening, and therefore you're realizing that maybe the judgments that you have were ill-placed. And these are on yourself as well, my friends, not just on others or on situations. There's this expansion happening within you. This moon is magnificent. And I just see this expansion. It enables you to move forward. It enables you to let go. And I just feel that with next to the Magician, it's almost like your old way of doing things. And it's like I said earlier with this caterpillar, the caterpillar is no more. Once the butterfly comes out, the caterpillar, or transforms, the caterpillar is no more. And I feel once this situation's done, you are no more. It will you are still there, Sagittarius. Like, of course you're not, it's not that you are no more, but I just feel there is such a fundamental aspect of yourself that changes. And I just feel that you just won't see things the same way anymore. And I feel that's why the Magician's here. It's like this ability to start afresh. This ability to manifest. It's not even the energy of nothing's holding you back. It's the energy of space. So what are you going to fill that space with? You know, it's almost like you've been given an empty trolley, shopping trolley, and the universe is going, right, go forth, my child, and see, what do you want? Fill up your trolley. And I know that's an odd image. I'm even telling Spirit, oh, that's a bit weird. But that's the image that I'm being given. It's this trolley appears in front of you and the world is there, and it's like, what do you want to put in your trolley? What do you want to put in your life? What do you want to fill your life with? What do you want to fill your heart with? What do you want to fill your body with, your mind with? You know, where do you want to go? What do you want? I'll go so far as to say, Sagittarius, who do you want to be? Seven of Cups is all about choices. And it can be illusion and disillusion. But here I'm almost getting, it's like Spirit saying, Sagittarius, what do you want to fill your cup with? Here are some cups. Here are some ideas. What do you want? I just feel, Sagittarius, that life gets interesting. There's a real shift in energy. There's a real, when I started, I mean, I feel the energies, get the messages from Spirit, and I feel the energies, and they guide me as to what to say. And the energies, when I first started these two cards, to where I am now, is almost one of finite possibilities to infinite possibilities. One of lack to one of abundance. Almost no choice to plenty of choice. More choice than you know what to choose. And I think the ability to choose. May is going to be a really interesting month for us. All the readings so far they have had real change, but in ways that teach us something about ourselves. And your reading, Sagittarius, is no different. And you end the month, if this is our 4-week breakdown, you end the month with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands knows his calling. He knows his passion. He knows what drives him. He knows his natural gifts and talents. He knows his abilities. He knows what he's here for. And he has so much of what he needs to fulfill that he has so much to give back. So if his natural gift and ability is to teach, he has the knowledge or a gift in some area to be able to teach that. So he knows what he'll be teaching. If yours is figures, numbers, you know, suddenly you'll find a job that's what you use the majority time of your day, like an accountant or something. So there's this sense of the world lining up with what you have to offer. This is being of service, this is giving back, but not from a place of lack, not from a place of doubt, not from a place of, I don't know what I'm doing. The king knows what he's doing. This is an energy of certainty. Knowing, confidence, comfort, stability. And it's the wands. It's all about what fires you up. It's all about your passions and your calling and your purpose. What gets you out of bed in the morning. And the kings are of service. They have enough of what they need to be able to give back. So the kings are of service to others, to their family or to their greater community or to the world at large. Whatever capacity, that doesn't even matter. And that's what May brings you. I was going to say March, so I think this might have been going on since March. And this is an energy of confidence and knowing where you're going and actually being able to take the steps to get there. So it's not having a dream and going, oh, okay, well, let's see what happens. This is, you know, the kings, they've gone through the court cards. It's the final court card. So when you get to the stage of the king, you've been through all the steps. You have the knowing. You have everything you need. And I think that's beautiful energy for the month. There's a real transformation here, Sagittarius. There's a real shift in you, a change in you. I reckon that other people will be able to see, but you're going to feel it in yourself, and it changes something. And I'm going to go so far as to say it changes more than you think. I feel May is going to be a month that you remember probably for your lifetime, Sagittarius. I know that's probably a big thing to say, but I feel May is probably a time that you're just going to think, oh my gosh. Maybe because it could have gone so wrong, or you thought it could go so wrong, but it went so well. Or maybe it's this deep, profound transformation in you that forever changes you, and therefore you live your life differently, you see your life differently, you see the world differently. But this is big, powerful reading. This is huge. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love, light, blessings. Have a wonderful month. If you're inclined to share, let me know how this is playing out for you. And maybe even at the end of May, come back and watch it again to see, gosh, you know, what's happened over the month of May for you. Take care, my friends. Love and light. See you next time. Bye-bye.